Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Edward and I want to share with us very briefly but powerfully 7 things you must know before you start a relationship. And by this context, I'm referring to a romantic relationship that is between a male and a female. Notice that I said a male and a female because we live in a world and a society that promotes the ideology that it is okay for a female to connect with another female emotionally or sexually, and it's okay for a male to connect with another male emotionally or sexually. I don't subscribe to that ideology. I'm not being judgmental, but I don't subscribe to that ideology because the Creator made them male and female. So when I'm talking about relationship, I'm referring to a relationship between a male and a female. It's important we establish these basics. Secondly, I want us to grasp the idea that every human being was created as a social being. And because you are created as a social being, you have social needs. The need to connect, the need to communicate, the need to spend time with another species of your kind. And I believe with the whole of my heart that your success as a person largely is influenced by the person you have decided or chosen to spend the rest of your life with. How far you will go in life, how high you will rise. Your achievement, your progress in life is going to be determined to a great extent by who you say yes to. So before you say that yes, before you accept that proposal to start courting that guy or that lady that you can imagine spending the rest of your life with, I want to share 7 things you should pay attention or you must know. Number 1, you must know your worth. You must know your value as a person. Before you start any relationship, you must understand that you are a person of tremendous and incredible value. That your value as a person is not in where you are born or the family you are from or your educational qualification or your social status or your financial position. Any human being that attempts to communicate your sense of value and significance on the basis of things is not someone you should spend the rest of your life. It's not someone you should even consider for a relationship. All right. So before you start a relationship, make sure you know your value. All right. And your value is determined by the fact that you are made in the image and the likeness of God. It's not a product of someone's opinion of you. It's not a product of someone's perception of you. It's not a product of what you have or what you don't have. You are a person of value. You have to believe that about yourself. Most people who have a low self-esteem are most likely to attract other persons who will reinforce the idea that they are not a person of value. So I want you see, when you know that you're a person of value, you fall in love with yourself. Because in the journey of relationship, the first person you should love is yourself. And the key to loving yourself is knowing that you're a person of value. If you're watching this video, I want you to say after me, I am valuable. You are special. You are important. You will not be created if you are not needed. So you must see that about yourself because relationships start with you as a person. So know that you're a person of worth. Know that you're a person of value. Number 2 is that you must discover your work. Number 1, know your worth. Number 2, discover your work. Notice I didn't say discover. And generally when we talk about the work is not where you go to. It's not a place that you go to. Work is who you were created to become. Before you start any relationship, guys, ladies, you must know what your purpose is. What value are you created to offer to your generation? What need are you wired and configured to meet? What solution are you designed by God to provide to your generation? Because you are a person of value, you need to realize that there is something that this world needs that only you can offer. So do not start any relationship if you have not discovered your purpose. If you have not identified the problem only you can solve. If you have not identified the market, the people that only you can reach. The world needs you, but you must find out your purpose. Life begins when you discover who you are, when you discover why you exist, and when you discover the value that only you can offer. So before you say yes to that guy, before you consider sharing that proposal to that lady, ask yourself, do I know why I was placed on this earth? Can I say in a statement what my purpose is, or am I just existing? Is my life defined by the course that I study? Is my life defined by the environment I am from? Or is my life defined by purpose? So discover your work. When you find your purpose, you will find your true work. You may be in a job that you don't like right now, but you must understand that there's something that you were created to become that will make a difference and an impact in your generation. Number 3 is that you must create a system for investing in yourself. I cannot overemphasize the need to invest in yourself. Most people, when we talk about the need to create a system for upgrading their value, because the moment you realize that you're a person of worth, the moment you discover your work, you will create a system for investing in yourself. Because you cannot be of value to another person. You can't be of value to your world if you are not investing in yourself. If you are not acquiring relevant knowledge, strategic knowledge, cutting-edge insight that will shift your thinking. Because we see life not the way it is. We see life through our perception that is influenced by the information that we're exposed to. So I want to challenge you, before you start that relationship, create a system that is committed to investing in yourself, to adding value, to reading books and listening to teachings and messages and attending seminars that are relevant to your life. If you don't read or add value to yourself, it's because you don't see yourself as valuable. The moment you capture that revelation that you're a person of value, you begin to invest in yourself. So before you start a relationship, create a system. How am I going to upgrade my value? How am I going to improve myself? Because if your life is going to change, you must be committed to investing in yourself, to improving in yourself, to improving in your ability to solve problems. All right? Number 4 is that you must have at least one source of income. Do not start a relationship if you don't have any source or any means or any vehicle that brings in money. Relationship is demanding in the 21st century. We can't keep telling a lady, I love you, without expressing in practical terms that you love her. And that applies also to the ladies. You can't just keep telling a guy that you also love him without also communicating in practical terms that you love him. So I want to encourage you, whether it's a guy or it's a lady, make sure you have at least a source of income before you start a relationship. If you solve problems for people, money will come to you. Money is just a reward for the problems that you solve. So be a problem solver. Be on the lookout for opportunity to solve problems. The more problems you solve, the more value you create, the more you attract wealth. Wealth is only the result of solving problems. So whether you have a job or you are doing a business or you're an entrepreneur, make sure you are adding value. Make sure you are solving problems that brings you economic value or brings you financial reward. Number 5, are you following? Let me go back again. Number 1 is that you must know your value. Number 2, you must discover your work, your purpose, why God placed you on this earth. Number 3 is that you must create a system for upgrading yourself, for improving yourself, acquiring skills so that you can become a person of competence, a person of value, a person of significance. Number 4, I said you must have at least a source of income, something that you do, a value that you offer that brings you some form of financial reward. And then number 5 is that you must have a system of accountability. Before you start a relationship, you must have people in your life who you have given the permission to speak to you. Listen to me. Never start a relationship if you have not created a system of accountability. You must have people who can call you to order. You must have people that you have given them the permission willingly to correct you when you are going the wrong way. You must have mentors in your life. You must have, for me, because I'm a person of faith, you may have spiritual leaders, people you can report to, people who you are accountable to. You must have. Never go into relationship with someone who is not under authority. Listen to me, this is important. This is instructive, highly instructive. Never go into relationship with a guy, a lady who has nobody that they are accountable to, nobody that they are submissive to or nobody that they report to. It's dangerous to go into a relationship with someone who is not accountable to anybody. So make sure you can have different levels of accountability. You may have friends whom you expect that they hold you accountable, and you can have mentors or spiritual leaders to hold you accountable. Your parents also can hold you accountable. Why that is important is because it helps you to have a balanced perspective about life that you may not largely see. And then number 6 is that you must be a person of values. Values. You must be a person of integrity. You must be a person of honesty. You must be a person that is transparent. You must be a person that has strong work ethics. We live in a world where people just hope that their life will change because they marry someone, especially the ladies. I want to speak to the ladies. Never marry a man expecting him to take care of you. You are supposed to be a favor carrier. That because you step into the life of a man, his life changes, his finances experience an upward mobility because you step into his life. The scripture said that he that finds a good wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord, which means a woman is a carrier of favor. She's not a liability. So you're not looking for a man that will meet your need or take care of you, but you're looking for a man who his meeting you will shift his life, will improve the quality of his living, will give him a sense of vision, a better sense of clarity. All right. So you must be a person of values. You can't be dating one lady in Abuja and have another lady in Kano. You're not a person of value. You are going to automatically be a professional liar. So be a person of character, a person that is transparent, a person that is honest, a person that has strong values, because relationships are built on values. If your values are negative, if your values are destructive, if your values are disempowering, you can't have a successful relationship. So be a person of value first, because you're a person of when you have certain values, you are most likely to attract people who have similar values like you are. All right? Because it is who you are that you attract. Then number 7, put to work, put to use the 6 points that I've shared. Know your worth or your value. Discover your work. Invest in yourself. Create a system for investing in yourself. Number 4, have at least one source of income. Number 5, make sure you are a person of values. Number 6, create an accountability system. Number 7, apply all that I've shared. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to engaging you in the days ahead.